Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood. Why won't you die?
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arc... I see. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you. With this terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed, as are the catacombs.
been anointed by the night.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meal.
Need something?
I envy you the chance. Come to Dragon's Reach to the... So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if... Got the aptitude. You should join the Aegis College in Winterhold.
Good morning.
Hmm?
I spend so much time among the dead with this terrible... Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of Archay. Upon you.
You want something from me?
These fruits and vegetables are disappointing, Carlotta.
I get them fresh from the farms daily, Nazim.
If you were getting them from my farm, they'd be twice as fresh.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
The finest cuts. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Good hunting.
Yes.
Need something?
Yes?
You tried mercenary work? But my Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Need something?
Need something?
Need something?
Hey, let's talk a second.
Hmm? Hmm?
Need something?
Come here a second.
True bandits get
Bridyo fight? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things.
Before we
without
begin,
telling you which one is
one,
up.
and two, then we understand. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way. Who knows? If you want my opinion, I'd say you can get out there and while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. Don't give up now. There's plenty of loot out there just ripe for the taking. We've picked up some new clients and new jobs on my own.
What am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing this stall, and that's fine.
You want to give up now, out of fear? Is that what we're going to teach our daughter?
Mama, why are you and Papa fighting?
Somebody help! We're not fighting, we're just...
No! No more! I yield! I yield! supposed to do?
Someone there.
I won't go down till
Victory is yours! I submit!
I've got some fight left in.
Oh.
You dug your own
Like this. Mercy! I fought worse than you! You don't have a chance. I'll get you! Ah!
How are the
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. You all right? Did you see what happened?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire Hunters or something. Join up myself. They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. Better not be true. You should see that pork over in Understone Keep. Have him forge you some new armor.
Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth. Best keep that in mind.
Yes?
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
Well, hello. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Can I help you? Out of my way, outsider.
I work for the Silverbloods. Help clean. Just here to work.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
You just let old Nana... I've worked in... There isn't an inch of this building that I haven't cleaned up.
I'm sorry. It's an old family. Very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
That's close enough. I order of the yard. Stop right there.
Never should have come here. Give up what it still can.
Beware the region northeast. Across the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt.
supposed to be in here? I'm not gonna warn you again. Get out or I'll call the guards.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an arrow in the knee.
Not supposed to be in here.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter. You need to
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
You need to leave now. You need to leave.
Staying safe, I hope.
Need something?
Are you looking for a gift for my family? But you probably wanted to know about the fancy carvings and here. I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Why don't you take it? Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate you. I got some wonderful jewelry.
Just look at the blood coming from this cut.
Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
That's disgusting. Get that rotting carcass away from me.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of
Closely
meat.
to see the quality of the meat. How else will you know it's fresh?
I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
How about a sap?
The finest
Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves?
Won't let poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for.
Midgard craftsmanship in every...
Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing.
Perhaps my daughter could make you a necklace.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh, did you need something?
Yeah?
Yes.
The ledgers from last season.
Not too bad, I hope.
Worse. The loss of shipments from Forsworn attacks are really hitting us hard. No, I'm not Arnleif. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Take a look. Come back whenever you need something. Where's Kosnak? Is that lazy idiot out drinking at the Silver Blood Inn again? On my coin?
He's just waiting for the shipments, Lisbeth. He'll be back as soon as they come in.
There are no shipments scheduled today. Stop covering for him.
He's my cousin. Just give him another chance. Please.
Fine. I won't fire him. But I'm doing this for your sake, not his.
Don't know what that meant. Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coined to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners to dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. Yeah.
Well, hello. All right then.
The sisters are communing with Dibella. I'm sorry, a heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students. The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed.
Need something? Make it quick. Need something?
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I work silver. My wife Kira runs our jewelry stall on the market.
Redguard.
Let me guess. You need a drink. It's a silver blood inn you're looking for.
Outsiders. Need something?
Citizen. Lightly armored means light on the feet. Smart.
Cinna mines for prisoner scum only. Keep. This is a jail. Owned by the... It's the most secure prison. So unless you're here to dig, you don't... We're not. The Silverbloods pay our wage. Every man here is a trained mercenary. All right, then.
I used to be an adventurer like you. I took an arrow in the knee.
You're not one of my workers. What do you do? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden.
Fight well.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth.
Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
No. I was just getting some fresh air. I had one too many pints of mead at the Silverblood Inn.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Alms. I said alms, you backfire. Give a crippled worker a help.
Need something?
You should see that orc over in Understone Keep. I've reported some new armor.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Ah, Lindra.
Come on.
We'll handle things from here.
Silverblood Inn has
Move
plenty
along.
of strong drink and clean rooms.
I said move along.
You a fighting gal? How about a little bet?
How are your chores coming, my son?
Today,
I'm 100 septims says I can take you. That's the spirit. Let's go.
Son.
Drive that spear back to the ground. Come on!
Something I said.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protect.
Just going to stand there and take it? Fight back!
Fight.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the Stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel,
Wait, I can
we'll
still
take
fight.
back our home.
No. No, I can't.
Down with Ulfric,
Fair
killer
fight.
of
Here you are.
kings, on the day of your death, we'll drink and we'll sing.
I'm sorry. I'm still a bit dizzy from everything. Not much. One moment I was buying a necklace and the rest is just a blur. No. I was just buying jewelry for my sister in Cyrodiil. I've never even seen that man before. Just visiting. I had some business here, that's all.
Are you going to walk
Was
over
it
to
that
Father's
obvious? Damn.
No.
I must be losing my touch.
Maybe later.
I'm one of General Tullius's agents. I was sent to investigate the Treasury House and the Silverblood family. They own Sidna Mine, one of the toughest jails in Skyrim. I was hoping I could buy or steal the deed, but I don't think that's how things work here. Mark my words. Thonar Silverblood was behind that attack in the market. Somehow. Rather not talk. I have to head back to Cyrodiil soon.
Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Too lazy to give him a drink. So... You want a drink?
Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. I think she's sitting by the fire. Poor girl. Magic. Wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with you. I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
Klepper, you idiot! Can't you do anything?
What did I do this time? I was just standing here.
You were just standing there when you were supposed to be serving drinks to our customers.
Shouldn't you be helping me then, wife of mine? Sharing my problems? Being my... Perhaps...
I am your better half. And your better half is telling you to stop being an idiot and serve the customers their drinks.
Another foul day at the smelter. I've been working with
Rather
you for
not
over
talk.
10 years, and all you have
I
to
have
say
to
is...
head back to Cyrodiil soon.
Sometimes I think we deserve these miserable lives of ours.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Yes, sirrah.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack. Got any ale or mead? I think I'm going to get another drink.
Drinks here are watered down, but they're cheap. The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving mullish knew. Just ask him about it. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what? He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing? Typical. You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. Until next time.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
What do we have?
We drink to our youth.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. This has ruined my entire day.
Don't mind me yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
You. No lollygag. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. We don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business. You've been warned, outsider.
Need something?
Let me guess. You need a drink. It's the Silver Blood Inn you're looking for. Right, sure. You're hologram, but a jump. Let's stop in at the Island and something to drink. Tell it. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Blood and silver, friend.
Come on in. The Silver Blood Inn.
Let's hear
This is the Silver Blood Inn. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl. Dagain the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town. Dagain the Beggar got himself kicked out. Sure thing. It's your...
Drinks here
I'll
are
show
watered
you
down,
to
but they're cheap.
We'll take back. Home. Down with the
Don't mind the yelling.
The killer
My parents
of
are always
kings
going at each
on the
other.
day of your
Yes?
death will drink.
Yes?
Come, I haven't got all day.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken doors. Been too long since we've had a good battle.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Whatever you want to know, I don't care. I run a smelter. That's fine. I did notice something odd the last time we handed out the pay. A little extra slip of paper for Waylon. Took it right to his room after he got it. You want Garvey. He handles the keys for the Warrens. About the only thing that disease-riddled native is good for. What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt? All right. You sound like a damn Legion officer, but I get it. I'll give him a break. This better not hurt our quota. Fight well.
Can't you see I'm working? I don't believe it. Someone's sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin. Until next time.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Busy with the smelter.
These workers, complaining, always excuses.
Look out!
If a man has time to complain, he has time to work. I oversee these workers, always complaining, always excuses.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Now, don't get all upset. Here, take it. Uh-huh.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. You'll listen to this. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
What you doing?
That's all you got. That's your best, huh?
You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know.
Got an axe here. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Acmus, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Let me know if you need something forged.
Yeah?
Looks like you weren't followed. Good. So the clues point to the treasury house then. That makes sense. Thonar is involved in every facet of the city. Here's the gold I promised. Keep following the trail and there will be more in it for you. Nepos the Nose? He's been in Markarth forever, and he's well respected among the natives of the Reach. Good work. Here's your gold. I have a feeling Nepos gets his own orders, though. If you find out, I'll have more for you. Keep your eyes and ears open.
I worked silver for my father, and his father before him.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
Nuttiest beef in the region.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backfire. Give a crippled worker a helping hand. Now, finally. Now get lost. What is there to know? It's in the temple, you bring it out. You bring it to me, I pay. Now get moving.
Want a cut of venison or mutton?
No,
Bring
Excuse me. Do you know anything about this house?
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thung.
You here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves, understand?
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no. You can't go. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. All right? I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Arcade? One of the... It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall. That his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. Tread lightly in the hall.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court. It means Dwarven Museum. Lost race of people that built this city.
Whole Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Shu and Zel. Best steer clear if you don't want to steam.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't... Magic. That's what they always want. Never... You idiot! Do you even know who I am? I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very... I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. What? Oh, goodbye.
Trouble? Everything all right?
Good afternoon.
Why are you bothering the outsider? I don't. And by Ysmir, if you find work, just do what you're But... Didn't I speak clear enough? Out of my way.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an...
Can I help you?
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Yes, Nepos.
Hmm?
You
What do you
heard him.
need?
Go on in.
Need something?
I'm sorry about my... Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. My king, Modernok, when the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. My dear girl, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. I'm sorry.
Come here. Never should have come here.
Out of my way, outsider.
They say our thick Stormcloak murdered the
Watch it!
Need something?
Citizen?
to hide it all you want. I know you're in the Thieves' Guild. So do the other gods.
The Silverblood... You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. Stay out of trouble in my city. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Dolomar is the commander of the Thalmor. You have the honor of addressing a member of the As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scout. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence.